Hi, good day all. Today's guide will be on how to set up a computer system for cybersecurity practitioners, more especially those who are beginners. So before we dive into the guide, I would like to show some opportunities that are available for cybersecurity experts. I would recommend each and individual to create a LinkedIn account, set up your profile, add all your working experience as well as your academic qualifications and some other professional courses. That will help you to be noticed by job recruiters. So any job you are looking for, when you have a LinkedIn account, you can search. If you want to have a remote job through the LinkedIn, you can make a search that, okay, this is what I want. So my search is cybersecurity and I want it to be remote, which means I want to have a cybersecurity job while staying at the comfort of my house. If you're in Nigeria, you can be part of a team in the US, UK, Lagos. Maybe if you're in Abuja and you want to work in Lagos, you can search for a cybersecurity job, which you can do remotely. So you can have tons of results. Take your time. Make sure you search for any job you want. So getting back to our today's lectures is on how do we set up our computer as cybersecurity practitioners. We are talking of beginners, somebody who has just his laptop and you want to dive into cybersecurity. Now, before we go into that process, we need to understand what is even a cybersecurity. You have been hearing about this word, cybersecurity. So what is this cybersecurity? So in a simple definition, when you talk of cybersecurity, it means you have interconnected computers, mobile devices, and they are sharing data. What is that sharing data? Chatting between you and your friend, sending an email, having an account on Netflix, having a banking account. All these are interconnected devices. So when you talk of cybersecurity, it is the practice of protecting these devices that are connected together. Because cybersecurity is a kind of, okay, you are a policeman on the road trying to checkmate every single vehicle that is passing through that road. Let me show us an example. This is a diagram. This is a computer here and another computer here. The work of cybersecurity is to make sure, if you are an expert in cybersecurity, is to make sure if data is passed from this computer to get to this computer, the data, the communication is protected. Let's take an example. I have this computer and I want to pass a message from here to here. If I do simulation, I send the message. The work of cybersecurity experts is to make sure that this message that is sent from this computer passing through this network device to this computer, the communication is protected. So it means it's just like a policeman at the checkpoint trying to make sure that every single vehicle that is passing are properly checked. So let's get back to our lecture note. So it means a cybersecurity is everyone's business, because I had a lot of stories where individuals, where people with their bank account, maybe an OPay, this and that, and they were hacked. The money is wiped out from their account. How? because this expert or these criminals in terms of cyber attack knows how this communication is between your device and the company that is rendering you the service of banking. So the work of cybersecurity expert is to be able to know the communication between one or more devices and then make sure that protection mechanisms are put in place to make sure that that communication is properly protected. I believe a lot of you has been a victim of WhatsApp hacked. Maybe somebody have hacked into your WhatsApp, someone have hacked into your bank account and wiped your money. So a cybersecurity expert is an expert or is somebody who's experienced that knows how data is transferred between one computer and another, or between a mobile device to another device. So, but our lectures or today's guide is how do you set up your computer to get ready and dive into cybersecurity. Now, in cybersecurity, there are a lot of cybersecurity tools that you can use in order to practice cybersecurity, to practice how to secure a computer, to practice how to test, to see if an information system or a computer that you have or the company you are working, to test to see that all the computers are properly protected. So there are tons of tools that can help you as a cybersecurity expert. Now, I have a few of these tools here. Metasploit, which these tools is used to make sure that you check for vulnerability. That's if there's no antivirus or if there's, a computer that is not protected. So these tools can help you to be able to check. So a lot of them, Wireshark, this and that. But all these tools are well embedded into something called Kali Linux. So today, we are going to look at how can we install Kali Linux on our computer in order to have all these tools. And what is that Kali Linux? So this Kali Linux is a kind of a specialized computer operating system. Operating system is just like Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11. So Kali Linux is just like those kind of operating system, which normally are used by a cybersecurity expert. So this cybersecurity expert use these tools in order to be able to test network, in order to find a weakness on a network, on a computer, on your mobile device. So this Kali Linux has more than 600 tools that are installed on it, which means you don't have to think of having different tools. When you have a Kali Linux installed on your computer, you can be able to practice to do a lot in terms of cybersecurity. Now, I forgot to mention something. This Kali Linux can be used by criminals, that's cyber attackers, or let me say hackers, and also it can be used by experts who protect information system that belongs to an organization. So to install this Kali Linux, you don't have to get another computer, no. There's something called virtualization, which means you have your Windows 7 installed on your computer, you have your Windows 10 installed, so you don't have to say that, oh, I need to have another computer that I will install Kali Linux. So we are going to practice something called virtualization. So this virtualizations is kind of a process of installing more than one operating system on your computer. That means having more than one computer inside one computer. It sounds confused, right? Well, that's how it is. It means on your physical computer, you have more logical computer installed on it, more virtual computer installed on it. So for you to do this, you need to go to the Kali Linux website and download the operating system or the Kali Linux. So let's copy this and open our browser. I'll paste in this. Now this is the official website of Kali Linux. So what we need is for virtual machines. For what? Virtual machine. So click on this. When you click on it, there are different versions of this Kali Linux. But today, we are going to practice Kali Linux installation based on something called Oracle Box. So we're going to download this one, which is called Virtual Box. So download this. I already have downloaded it on my computer, so I don't need to download it again. So click. As soon as you click, the download process will start. So after that, you need to also download the Virtual Box. Now, this Virtual Box is the software that will enable you to install more operating system on your physical computer. So let's also download that. So this one do have different version. If you have a Windows computer, a computer that has Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 8, you can download any one. So my own is Windows 10, so I will download this. Already I have downloaded the Virtual Box on my computer, so I don't need to download it again. If you have Mac OS, you have to install this one. So click on the download tool, start. So I have these downloaded. I have the Virtual Box. I have the Kali Linux. Now, the Virtual Box is a kind of the application, like I mentioned earlier, that will enable you to install more than one operating system or more than one computer virtually on your own physical computer. So we have to install this Virtual Box first. Follow the process. Now, before the process completes, okay, it has installed. So I'll open the Virtual Box. So this is the Virtual Box. Already, I have set up Kali Linux on my computer, but because of these tutorials, I'm going to delete this so that we can do it from beginning. So now, when you install the Virtual Box, you need to extract, because these files are zipped. So I have to zip it. I have to unzip the Kali Linux. So I have 7-zip. You can use Wira, WinZip, and all the rest. All these are applications that will enable you to unzip file that has been compressed. So I'm going to unzip it using the 7-zip. It's faster. So I'll unzip it. So it's extracting. Now, after extracting this file, after the file have extracted, you need to open the Virtual Box, or let me call it Oracle Virtual Box or Oracle Virtual Machine. Okay, so and after that, you need to create new virtual machine. So click on Add. Okay, when you click on Add, it will automatically ask you to get the copy of the Kali Linux operating system or any type of operating system you want to install. Like I mentioned, this virtualization enables you to have more than one operating system on your physical machine. So let me check back and see if okay, so the file has been extracted. So after extracting the files, all we need to do is to click on add. Now the files is in my document. I put it in this folder called a data. So go into this folder that we extracted. Click on these files. Make sure the files extension end with VBox. Okay, so I'll click on open. When you click on open, it will give you this Kali Linux 2024 1. So, but I would right click and rename the file so that I will be able to know that this is Kali Linux, and if I install Windows 7, I will know that this is Windows 7. So I will click on settings. I will give it name, call it Kali Linux. Okay, then I'll click OK. I have a problem, which means I already have an operating system with that same name. But don't be confused. You can give it any name. You can give it any other name you think that is okay, and you can identify it. I can even call it Cybersecurity. Cybersecurity. Okay. So after this, what I need to do is to right click and start. So you have to start the Kali Linux in a normal mode. So I'll click on start. Now, as you can see, it's powering up the machine. It's just like you turning on your physical computer. So it has to take time before the computer will start up. So let's give it some few seconds. Okay. Okay, it's still coming up. So you can double click if you want to see the full view of the process. So you can click on show, which will give you the full preview of the process. So the process is complete. So the default username and password for Kali Linux is Kali. Kali, that's the username, and the password also is Kali. Click on login. That's all. Now we have installed Kali Linux operating system on our computer for cybersecurity. There are tons of tools, like we mentioned, that you can use in cybersecurity. Database, assessment, password attack, wireless attacks, reverse engineering, exploitation, sniffing, spoofing. A lot of tools are there. Also, for you to know that cybersecurity is everyone's business, I want you to go through these links. These are real-life examples, or let me say real-life attacks that is happening worldwide. So copy this link, open your browser, go through, and you can be able to see what is happening. These are cyber attack, cyber threat that is happening globally. So take your time, go through each and every one of these websites. You can be able to see different types of attack happening globally. Nigeria is there, other countries all are there. Let's copy another link here. So all these are sort of cyber attack happening globally. So now the world is into a situation whereby those whose power depend on information security. Even the military today, they use cybersecurity expert in order to achieve a lot in terms of internal security and even physical security. So all this assimilation across the world happening. So take your time, go through this website, you'll be able to learn a lot. So these are another one. Different cyber attack every single second, attack happening in the world.